crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. But I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? Being invited on dates, might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. No, no more. Darling, I guess my mind is more at ease, but nevertheless, why stir up memories? Being invited on dates, might have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Don't get around much anymore.
When I warned them that Britain would fight on alone, whatever they did, their generals told their Prime Minister and his divided cabinet, in 3 weeks, England will have her neck wrung like a chicken. Some chicken. Some neck.
And go on, everything I had has gone stormy weather since my gal and I in together. Keeps raining all the time, keeps raining all the time. Here's Mr. Churchill's latest song. Don't know why I cannot blockade the sky, stormy weather. Since my ships and the German planes got together, I'm beaten every time. Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere, stormy weather. Just can't keep my poor ships together. They're sinking all the time. Oh, blimey, they're sinking all the time. When I walked into Norway, the Germans came along and met me. My hair has turned to gray now that the French are against me. All I do is call my Royal Navy for action to attack friendships in their peaceful bays. Can't go on. Even my truest friends are gone. Nasty weather. Just can't keep my poor self together. I'm beaten all the time. I'm beaten all the time.
We do not know what awaits us when we open the door of 1945. But if we look back to those earlier Christmas days of the war, we can surely say that the darkness daily grows less and less. The lamps which the Germans put out all over Europe, first in 1914 and then in 1939, are being slowly rekindled.
Get lit up when the lights go up in London. I'm gonna get lit up as I've never been before. You will find me on the tiles, you will find me wreathed in smiles. I'm gonna get so lit up I'll be visible for miles. The city will sit up when the lights go up in London. We'll all be lit up as the Strand was, only more, much more. And before the party's played out, they will fetch the fire brigade out to the littest, uppest scene you ever saw.
This is the BBC Home Service. We're interrupting programs to make the following announcement. It is understood that in accordance with arrangements between the three great powers, an official announcement will be broadcast by the Prime Minister at 3 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, the 8th of May.
It's a lovely day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lovely day. Come and feast your tears skies, on tomorrow's clear blue skies. If today your heart is weary, if every little thing looks gray, just forget your troubles and learn to say, tomorrow is a lovely day.
This is the BBC Home Service. Here is the news. During the first few moments of this bulletin, the war in Europe is coming to its official end. 1 minute past midnight is the time fixed for the cessation of hostilities.
Coming home, my darling, coming home to you. I can see your bright eyes shining in the clouds. There's a silver through the years of sadness, we've been smiling through, waiting for the day when I'll be coming
London. His Majesty King George VI.
Today, we give thanks to Almighty God for a great deliverance. Speaking from our empire's oldest capital city, a war battered, but never for one moment daunted or dismayed, speaking from London, I ask you to join with me in that act of thanksgiving for Germany and the enemy who drove all Europe into war has been finally overcome.
We'll gather diamonds in the spring again.
Hostilities will end officially at 1 minute after midnight tonight, Tuesday, the 8th of May. But in the interest of saving lives, the ceasefire began yesterday to be sounded along all the fronts. The German war is therefore at an end. We may allow ourselves a brief period of rejoicing. Today is Victory in Europe Day.
I can't begin to tell you how much you mean to me. My world would end if ever we were through. I can't begin to tell you how happy I would be if I could speak my mind like others do. I make such pretty speeches whenever we're apart, but when you're near, the words I choose refuse to leave my heart. So take the sweetest phrases the world has ever known and make believe I've said them all to you. Such pretty speeches whenever we're apart, but when you're near, the words I choose refuse to leave my heart. So take the sweetest phrases the world has ever known and make believe I've said them all to you.
A very great crowd is collected already. Thousands upon thousands of people gathered to share this historic day with the King and Queen. The entire space, the whole roadway, the whole pavement, and the whole scene is one dense mass of people. People in the gayest colors, red, white, and blue rosettes, red, white, and blue hats, streamers, flags. There are still signs of the long years we've gone through. Right opposite me still I see a yellow trench shelter sign, and also the broken columns of the palace where the bomb hit during the Blitz. One reminder to us of how much their majesties shared the life of their people during this civilians' war.
Well, what do you know? He smiled at me in my dreams last night. My dreams are getting better all the time. And what do you know? He looked at me in a different light. My dreams are getting better all the time. To think that we were strangers a couple of nights ago, and though it's a dream, I never dreamed he'd ever say hello. Or maybe tonight. He'll hold me tight when the moonbeams shine. My dreams are getting better all the time.
This is a solemn but a glorious hour. I only wish that Franklin D. Roosevelt had lived to witness this day. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe. For this victory, we join in offering our thanks to the providence which has guided and sustained us through the dark days of adversity.
I can see the lights of home shining brightly o'er the foam. Beckon to me while I roam away from lights of home. I can see somebody there, loving eyes and silver hair. I can see her near in prayer beneath the lights of home. In that little sleepy town, nothing happens when the sun goes down. Not a thing but moonbeams run around in a starry dawn. Turn the hands of time for me. Let me live my memory. Once again I long to be beneath the lights of home. In that little sleepy town, nothing happens when the sun goes down. Not a thing but moonbeams run around in a starry dawn. Turn the hands of time for me. Let me live my memory. Once again I long to be beneath the lights of
Whether or not you know it, I am now a Londoner myself. I've got just as much right to be down in that crowd yelling as you have.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. I get a funny feeling inside of me just walking up or down. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town.
this is your victory. Victory of the cause of freedom is every day. In all our long history, we have never seen a greater day than this.
But it isn't only in the cities and towns that the joy bells are ringing today. And so, for a few moments, we bring you the sound that's floating out from a village church over the quiet of a Dorset valley. They are the bells that are ringing from the ancient square tower of St. Mary's, Puddletown.